biggest catalyst for Bitcoin price of the entire new month of November happens just moments from now. Bitcoin bulls are clenched tightly in anticipation of a new rate hike. But the real juice that needs to be let loose is not the new rate hike, but potential hints of changes in quantitative tightening. And even bigger than all of that is what this Bitcoin chart is showing us right now. Right now, this week, Bitcoin faces its biggest decision of the entire month, and it absolutely will affect Bitcoin's price moving forward. However, with Bitcoin still basically teeter-tottering right above 20K and fears of a potential double top loom on the chests of the baby bulls, are we about to see something completely phenomenal? So again, this channel makes no sense term is absolutely time-sensitive alerts, and without any further ado, let's just jump into this content. As right now, still, this is gigantic. Still, the SPX is testing right now a critical moving average on this 10-day chart. This is just very big. 10-day moving average on the 10-day chart here. Right, again, 39.20 is basically the price for the SPX to get above to signal that we're going to see some nice upside here. So this is the very first day of the week. Do not expect too much. We have a meeting on Wednesday, and this will determine pretty much everything. 75 basis point hike is all but guaranteed, as everybody's expecting. It's like a 90+% chance that's what we're going to be getting, similar to the last few months. Not lower, not higher. But even more interestingly, what is going to be much more informative about this speech that we'll receive at about 2:30 Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday will just be if we're going to see some hints from Jerome Powell that we're seeing maybe changes in quantitative tightening, maybe a slowing down in these interest rate hikes. I saw a clip the other day, I believe it was on Twitter, of somebody explaining these interest rate hikes as aggressively as we're seeing right now as something akin to like barreling down the highway and then looking in your rear view mirror to see where you're going. So we're just blasting these interest rates up, right? We're just blasting them. And we're looking in the rearview mirror, so like we're looking month after month to see what happened. Did something change? Did it do good? Are we taming inflation? But they don't know until afterwards. So pretty much they don't know until we get these CPI readings. They don't know until the month after they make these decisions. So say they move it, they increase rates 75 basis points. They won't know like how that's affecting. Most likely even longer than a month from then. You know, it takes even longer than that to really see the effects of it. So realistically, I mean, comparing it to looking through the rearview mirror is truly, I think, applicable to that. So with that being said, they've blasted some nice interest rates over the last few months, and it's very likely that we're going to see them maybe slow down or start to pivot over the next few months. Again, their plan was even to slow down at the end of this year, and after we get this hike in just 2 days, in less than 2 days, after we get this, then there's basically only one more they could do before they have to kind of face the decision if they're going to stick with their plan of kind of slowing down towards the end of 2022 or continuing into 2023. And that's absolutely going to affect the Bitcoin price and the effects of this market in general. But right now we have Bitcoin. There is fears of a potential double top here, and it's something you actually have to zoom in pretty close to see. One of the reasons I don't think it's super significant, you can see it right here on this small time frame. The smaller the time frame the pattern is, the less significant it is in terms of movement. You know, say we had a double top on like this 4-month chart, then yeah, we could blast down to like 10K or something. But if we have a double top on this chart, oh no, we might go down back to like 19.5 or something. So it's not a very significant pattern. However, what we are seeing on the daily chart is we're, for the first time since July 2022, the very end of July, so for the first time in 3 months, we've seen a bullish cross with the 21 go back above the 50-day moving average on this chart. And in the past, when we've seen these crosses, yes, we've had continued upside moves. What I think, so before we go any further, and there's other things I want to talk about. Before we go any further, I think that if we do see a pump over the next 2 to 3 weeks, starting now, I mean, actually starting about a week or two ago, and we're still in the middle of an upside move, the level of about 24.5 to even 25,000 at the highest, I think might be as high as this rally could go in the short term, if we have a upside move. There's a lot of reasons for this. There's historical resistance there. And we're even talking about, again, if we're talking a little bit longer over the next couple of weeks, if you really want a scary double top, it would be something more like this, right? Because then that would literally be what I just explained like a minute ago about a double top on like a multi-month chart. That could have some power to it. And if you're looking for a bearish pattern, then that would be an actual bearish pattern. This little double top potential right here is just this is what I call a baby top. It's not really a double top, it's more of a baby top. And right here is the 200-day moving average, which again is also right at 25,000. So if we're going to get a move to the upside, a really, really good place for it to come into pretty big resistance is going to be around 24.5 to even 25,000. That, in my opinion, is where I would take a lot of profit on any long trades that I had opened since 18,000 or so for Bitcoin, and then lower and lower. So in the short term, because again, we're still in a bear market. It's very clear. Upside could happen at any moment. But as I've been saying for weeks and weeks, I think we're due for a relief rally, a strong relief rally. But so far, I think that's basically all it would be at this point. And take advantage of over $16,000 in deposit bonuses below BitGet, Femex, and Bybit, and as well receive 15 free USDT when you create an account with BitGet, create an email, put in an email, and create a password, and you receive 15 free USDT. And still, we're seeing momentum curve up for the MACD on Bitcoin's weekly chart as well. The RSI continue here as well. I mean, also, right around 24,000 is exactly where this most important 200-week moving averages for Bitcoin. So, and a lot of people use that to determine if Bitcoin's in like a very dumpy trend or in a bullish trend. Also, the 21-week is huge, and currently we're testing that right now. So, again, this story could change very quickly if we start to see this curve up a little bit. But I mean, the reason I believe we're facing so much resistance now is on the weekly chart, we're right at the 21-week moving average. For the SPX, we are right at this exact same, even more powerful moving average, which we are still below. In fact, the DXY also today is continuing to rise a little bit. However, this actually looks good in terms of if you're looking for the DXY to potentially get rejected and go down, because we've set a lower low recently, and we're not seeing much strength. A bounce is pretty much guaranteed. We're always going to see bounces, even if this is a longer term downtrend. Say we come up here and get rejected. But that is why Bitcoin is doing that today, in my opinion. And I think the markets are going to be pretty uncertain until Wednesday when we get this meeting. And it will confirm that, yes, 75 basis point hike is what we'll get, most likely. But again, what's more important about that meeting is to see Jerome Powell's speech. If they plan on easing up a little bit, what their tone will be. What their tone will be about this fight against inflation. And also on the SPX's daily chart, the SPX is above the 50-day moving average, which is why things are getting a little more bullish, especially last week. But that can quickly turn around if we get rejected at these longer-term moving averages that I just covered. And as well, with Bitcoin, we see that potential double top there. I just want to highlight just how key it is with this FOMC meeting, just most likely ranging up until we get this meeting. And, we could just see a little bit, we definitely probably, in my opinion, will see a retest of the 20K level as we go into this meeting. I personally I don't expect much until we get these results, which will just be in a few days from now, on Wednesday. So make sure to like, subscribe, turn on those ghost notifications. Some of these absolutely time-sensitive alerts. Take advantage of over $16,000 in deposit bonuses below. In addition, 15 free USDT when you sign up with the BitGet link below. Put in an email, create a password. It takes 20 seconds, and you get 15 free USDT. Without any further ado, that's for me.